This is Griffin Kemp with ESPN Las Vegas. I'm down here at the Convention Center for UFC X and All International Fight Week, all leading up to tonight's card at UFC 317 at the T-Mobile Arena. I am joined today by a veteran of the middleweight division. He is now officially a Hall of Famer. He's one of the greats in this sport. Great Kelvin Gastelum. Kelvin, how you doing, man?
Thank you, man. I appreciate that cool introduction. Thank you, man. Yeah, we're out here. We're doing the damn thing, man. I've been coming out to International Fight Week for 13 years. So it's a pretty cool week to be a fight fan.
Yeah, absolutely. And speaking about coming out here and coming to International Fight Week, what does this week kind of look like for you? Clearly not when you're fighting, when you're not on the card.
Yeah.
What's it like for you as fighters coming out here, getting to engage with the fans, see a lot of Vegas, enjoy a lot of the events that are going on this week? What's it like for you coming out here?
Yeah, no, like I said, I've been coming International Fight Week for 13 years, bro. Since I started fighting the UFC. I've only fought International Fight Week one time, UFC 200. Every other time I'm here, and every single time my schedule is jam-packed. Interviews and meet and greets and photo sessions, more media to do. So yeah, it's a busy week.
Oh yeah, I mean, talking about actually fighting on this type of card each year. Obviously you have your entire training camp to prepare for the fight.
Yeah.
But when it comes to the week of leading up to the actual night of the event, it's kind of like the frustrations and the actual things that are actually like easy to guess when it comes to still preparing for it, right? And then having to go through this week of media, everything.
Well, when it comes to fight week, like this week, all the work has been done, right? All the work has been done. So all you have to do is make weight on Friday, fight on Saturday. But yes, there is media obligations during the week, but I mean, that week, fight week, is usually like my happy week because all the hard work is done. Now all I got to do is get in there and fight, which is the fun part.
Yes, sir. Yeah, absolutely. Kind of going back to the fact that you are now officially a UFC Hall of Fame. I mean, how does that feel to hear that? And was being in the Hall of Fame, whether it was for a fight or at the end of your career, was that always a goal for you when you were coming up?
Never did I think I'd be standing here talking to somebody saying I'm in the Hall of Fame. That's insanity to me. But it's a great honor. It's a little bittersweet because it is ultimately a fight that I lost. But it's a fight that rightfully so is being put in the history books, right? Anytime I'm out in the streets, I mean that fight happened in 2019. Anytime I'm out in the streets, I mean people still talk to me about that fight to this day, and people still write to me about that fight to this day. So because of the fans that it's going in the Hall of Fame.
But, it's a lot different when you see, like in the NFL, the NBA, individuals going into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
So the UFC, your fight with Israel Adesanya, you've both been in together. Obviously enemies at one point or opponents at one point, and then 6 years ago.
Yeah.
What is that relationship like with Adesanya now? And I mean, when you go into the Hall of Fame or something, I assume you're going to get these penthouse.
Yeah. No, well, listen, he was always real respectful even before we fought. And then after we fought, I mean, even more so. I mean, there's this weird little spark or bond between him and I. Every time we see each other, it's like I don't know, we're brothers. We just have this special. I feel like there's a special bond being with two people that went through hell. You build a special bond.
Absolutely. And final question for you, Kelvin, get you out of here. Final predictions for tonight's main event between Ilia and Topuria and Charles Oliveira for the lightweight title. Who's winning?
Yeah, here's my thing. It's like, obviously, Topuria has all the accolades. He's undefeated. He's the champion coming up a weight class. Been knocking all the legends down in the sport, right? And so a lot of shiny stuff going on with Topuria, and I think people are writing off Oliveira a little bit too much, right? And people forget how dangerous he is. People forget how good he is. And I think he's still 35 years old. He's still in good physical prime to compete compete at this level.
Absolutely. Well, Kelvin, I appreciate you giving us the time. Once again, this is the great Kelvin Gastelum joining Griffin, Kemp at ESPN Las Vegas at UFC X. Stay tuned for full coverage of UFC 317 and all the works going down for International Fight Week.